Professor V.N. Rajasekharan Pillai, Vice-Chancellor, SOMAIYA VIDYAVIHAR University. Good morning, sir.
Good morning to you.
Sir, would you talk about your contribution to the Indian chemical industry on the eve of 100 years of chemistry?
Of course, let me wish all my chemistry colleagues the very best on the occasion of the 100 years of Indian chemistry. I remember my first interaction with the Indian Chemical Society founded by Sri Acharya Prafulla Chandra Ray in 1976. For the last 53 years, I have been a teacher of chemistry, a researcher in chemistry, and also interacting with the chemical industry in a very significant way in this country and abroad. My contribution to Indian chemical industry is not just by some chemical products or chemical innovations, but by virtue of providing large number of very well trained chemists and researchers who are part of the Indian chemical industry as well as global chemical industries and global academia in chemistry. That is my biggest contribution. In addition to that, I worked in the area of an industrial relevant area of polymer science, wherein I have developed very specific resins which have industrial applications for purification and also for sustainable chemistry. I worked in the area of photochemistry, which has a relevance in the current day photoelectrochemistry, where green hydrogen and green ammonia are involved. And even now, I work with in collaboration with industry in the area of pegylation technology, polyethylene glycol-bound peptides, and its applications in industry. So I have contributed significantly to the chemical industry by way of developing processes and developing procedures for sustainable chemistry, particularly in the area of polymers.
Chemical industry contributes 7%, and if we take minerals into account, it around 15% of India's GDP. So how do you see chemical industry doubling its contribution to India's GDP?
I see a great potential, because this country it is not just people who are working in the hardcore chemical industries who are contributing to chemistry development or industrial development. If you just look at the academic institutions in this country, there will be a much more larger percentage of human resources, trained human resources working in the area of industrially relevant chemistry. And therefore, doubling is not at all a problem. I am an incorrigible optimist. But what is necessary, a proactive intervention, proactive give and take from both industry and academia to put the things, probably to put more synergy into the system, and that will definitely help. And not just doubling of our capabilities, maybe much more than that. That's my feelings. That means overall putting our resources in the academia. When I say academia, it is not only the universities, the R&D institutions in the government, in the private sector in the country, and also the industry. Particularly the medium and small scale industries which are related to chemical industry. They need capacity building and training from academic institutions. So putting the resources together of the academic and R&D institutions and the industries, that is going to be the great game changer in this industry.
What's your vision of Viksit Bharat by 2047, role played by your organization to make it a reality?
Yeah, the question is very specifically to my organization. Of course, I am in a university now. I have been in the university system for the last 53 years in the public university system. Now I am in a private university headquartered in Bombay, SOMAIYA Vidyavihar University, which is also an institution of relevance in the sense that it has not only these sponsors of this university has also biorefineries, chemical industries, and they are also working in the area of sustainable industries. Godavari Biorefineries is our parent industry, and we see a lot of synergy between our industrial concerns and also with the university system. And in addition to that, as a university which was in existence maybe for the last 60 years, we have contributed significantly to all areas of science and technology, particularly in chemistry, chemical technology, and chemical engineering. Even though we do not have a discipline of chemical engineering, we have we are thinking about agricultural chemistry and development of agro products which are necessary for agriculture. All these things are going to be some sort of a focused activity of our organization. As a university, our main focus is to train human resources who are capable of working with the industries. And I see the Western Belt, Bombay, Pune, Ahmedabad, Baroda, this Western Belt as a belt which is focusing on petrochemical industries and a number of pharmaceutical industries and number of other chemical industries. Sustainable chemistry is going to be sustainable chemistry and sustainable chemical industry is going to be some sort of a thrust area in the years to come, and we are by way of our polymer science department, biotechnology department, and also the Green Chemistry Center, then the research in all these areas, we are developing synergies between the chemical industries in the Western Belt and the academia.
A lot of future technologies will definitely make an impact in India's chemical sector. Would you name some of them which will have a greater impact in the overall economy?
Yeah, of course, all these industries are very important, but the sustainability has to be the thrust in all the industries. And then energy saving, that's very important. Sustainable green practices in industry, these are going to be very important. It is not, chemistry is not going to have a fundamental change, but the way in which we do chemistry has to change, and that is very important in climate change and in sustainable development and sustainable chemistry, and also the green hydrogen policy and the green ammonia policy of the country, semiconductor mission, then the quantum computing, simulation and modeling for chemical processes, processing industry. All these things need to change. The profile of all these sectors need to change by way of sustainable practices. That is going to be the change.
Would you like to add anything more?
I think what is necessary is training, capacity building, and education in the chemical sector in a much more focused way. And now the national education policy has come from the government of India. And there is possibility of education institutions, especially higher education institutions, to spend almost 50% of their time with the industries. So there has to be exchange between the chemical industries and the academic institutions. The professor of practice has, the policy of professor of practice has to be implemented in academic institutions. People who are working in the industry, even though they may not have a academic qualification, their experience and their accomplishment in the industry has to be taken care of in appointing them and in engaging them as professors of practice in our universities. And on the other hand, the academics and researchers in chemistry and chemistry-related areas, they should also be ready to go to the industry maybe once in a month per year or once in 2 months a year to go to the industry and experience the ambience of the industries so that experience can be shared with the students. The micro-credentials which can be offered by the industries can be very well utilized by the academic system, and it can be part of the degree programs or professional qualification programs. Then short certifications are necessary, and there we should also provide our laboratories, research laboratories, and all these institutions opportunities for training and providing the right kind of periodical training which are necessary for the starting industry professionals. These are the things which we can do, and I think there is some sort of a positive signal across education sector and the industry sector in this regard. And of course, we can expect that the Indian chemical industry will be a 5 trillion industry in the years to come by way of this synergy and collaboration.